Extraordinary people, the Pathans.
Who? Derek and Edna?
No, the Pathans. The local tribe we're fighting.
Oh, yeah.
They respond amazingly well to kindness. They may be very violent, often cruel and senselessly vindictive, but if you're kind to them, they respect you in a strange way. Jellicoe was telling me of a chap who was kind to them. They wouldn't leave him alone. Slept outside his door every night.
Really?
Mind you, he was very kind to them.
Have you tried the Oxshott cherry preserve?
You know, I often think that if people had been a little more kind to each other, we might have avoided many of the wars that have plagued society through the ages.
Maybe, sir.
Well, maybe. But just suppose for a minute, if, when Wallenstein reached the gates of Magdeburg in 1631, instead of razing the city to the ground and putting its inhabitants to the sword, he'd said, "Oh, what a lovely place. How lucky you are to live here. I come from Sweden. You must come and see me sometime." Just think what a difference that would have made. You'd have gone down in history as a nice chap, instead of the butcher of Magdeburg.
Eat up, dear, and stop talking piffle. Where are you going, Roger?
To see Mr. Hopper, Mother.
There are 8 more courses yet.
We're doing Horace today.
Child molester, wasn't he?
No, no. Horace is a Latin author, Barty.
You knew a child molester at Eton called Horace?
I don't know what's come over that boy, I really don't. He's been off his kedgeree for weeks.
Perhaps we should have shown him more love and affection.
More brute force, if you ask me, dear. Like we did with Nigel.
Nigel died.
Yes, but think what it'd have been like if he'd lived.
Roger,
Miranda, what is it?
I've decided to come with you.
Where?
I bought the option on a 2-story lock-up in the Euston Road, complete with stock.
Miranda, I'm not ready.
Oh, it's haberdashery mainly, but we could open an accessories section and then move into surgical appliances when we built the business up.
Miranda,
I'll call for you tonight. I'll bring Rover.
That night I waited ready for the chance of a lifetime. This time it had to work.
Mr. Hopper.
You've heard the news then?
What news?
The Tsar of all the Russias is dead. Isn't it wonderful?
Oh, yes. Yes, I suppose so.
Hang on to this, Roger. Right. We'll stack these in here.
I'm leaving.
No need. We'll start the uprising here. The whole regiment is with us. The armed struggle of the proletariat has begun. Today, the Empire. Tomorrow, England itself.
I can't, Mr. Hopper. What? The Honourable Miranda and I are going home to start a little shop.
The Pathans.
Derek and Edna?
No. The violent but proud tribe of hill people who threaten our very existence. I must go and be kind to them.
Don't be silly, dear. The servants have orders to come and tell us if there's a Pathan uprising.
I spent 14 years teaching you, training you for this moment. You can't walk out on me now. No man owns another, Mr. Hopper. Stay where you are, Roger. Now, turn around.
My God, they're armed.
Nonsense, dear. It's probably just Mr. Mutby shooting an intruder.
I'd better go and treat them well.
Lie down and go to sleep. Probably shooting the intruder's family as well. I don't know why they bring them with them.
Roger, I want you to lead the revolution. Go away!
breaking the place up. They need sympathy.
There you are, sir. Mr. Hopper told us to wait here for you. Look, I'm not in all this. What do you reckon now, sir? Should we wait for Mr. Hopper?
Well, I don't know. I'm off to start a little shop somewhere with...
Look, sir. The men are expecting you to lead them. You can't let them down now.
I can't help that.
I'm sorry, sir. I think you'd better do just as I say.
Hello, petards. How about a drink and some hot soup? God, Hopper. You haven't killed any of them, have you?
What, sir?
The Pathans.
It's not the Pathans, sir. It's your own men.
Disguised as Pathans?
No, it's your own men firing.
You mean like in a mutiny?
Yes, sir. I'm afraid this is a mutiny.
Thank God you're still with me, Hopper. My wife and I always had a soft spot for you. Look, what do they want? Money? Double beds? Who the hell's behind this?
Sir, I have to tell you...
What?
I have to tell you, it's your son.
They've got him too?
No, he's leading them.
My son leading a mutiny?
I'm afraid so.
You mean little what's his name?
Thinking, yes.
Why? We gave the dear boy everything. A good home, several good homes. Initial croquet mallets? What more does he want?
Perhaps he wants to found a socialist state with centralized ownership of capital to be used for the benefit of all.
He wants what?
A socialist state with centralized ownership of capital to be used for the benefit of all.
Oh, well, if that's all he wants, he shall have it.
I'm sorry?
No boy of mine should ever want for anything, Hopper.
What's going on, Marty?
That boy wants the centralized ownership of capital to be used for the benefit of all, dear.
Dear, grateful little bastard.
I'm going to find out what's happening. You wait for me here, Rover.
Tell them that the place is surrounded and that you're taking over personal command.
Hello?
One shot, and we can all go back to bed.
Can everybody hear me?
Perhaps we should just hear what he has to say, dear.
This is no time to be sentimental, Marty. We do have other children.
This is very important. You must listen to everything I say, and act accordingly. The house is surrounded, and I am taking personal command of the regiment.
My regiment, give me that.
Oh, Marty, give it to me.
This is at the insistence of the officers and men of the regiment. Though, I must point out that I am acting under duress. Despite my high regard for the ideals of the men. But I would say to them, first of all, that obviously Mr. Hopper has been talking revolution to you. Has he talked revolution to me for the last 15 years of lacking classes? And I ask the officers and men of the regiment, what will you have achieved? What guarantee have they that Mr. Hopper, or I for that matter, will treat them any better than my father did?
This isn't Marxism, it's Bakuninite anarchism!
So I say, let us grasp this opportunity to renounce the violence implicit in any centralized authority and aim for total decentralization of power!
Anarchist!
He's got our position slightly wrong. We're not against a centralized authority as such. What we'd like to see... No, you're not.
That's it. I agree with the last speaker.
This isn't a bloody debate! It's time for action!
Look what I found!
Exactly what happened that night in India will probably never be known, for no one lived to tell the tale, save myself and the Honourable Miranda. After many adventures, we finally found our way back to England, and there achieved our impossible dream, to throw off the shackles of wealth and privilege and live as simple shopkeepers.